Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome inside the Madame Athletic Center here in downtown Toronto on the campus of Ryerson University. I am Daniele Franceschi. We are pleased to present the 5th annual Shoot for a Cure basketball showcase in support of the Canadian Cancer Society. And first off, I'd like to thank, of course, the organizers of this event for having us out. We are so pleased and so proud to be a part of this event. All proceeds being donated to the Canadian Cancer Society. And of course, October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and an opportunity to shed light on some of these diseases, of course, that have affected so many. We start things off here this afternoon with Southwest Academy in the black with the green trim, taking on Bill Crothers, white and red lettering. Southwest with possession, looking down inside, and that is over the head of the intended target, Maggie Denny's, along the baseline. Bill Crothers will have possession. Ariana Grizzle dribbling the ball up the floor for Bill Crothers. She will cross the timeline. The senior point guard looking to make something happen here offensively. Gets it down to Alexander underneath. Good cut from Jagidi, and one! Cutting in from the 45 and finishing off the window for two. She'll go to the line looking to make it a three-point play. Abigail Jagidi, class of 2021, 5'9" guard, explosive, has a knack for scoring the basketball at a very proficient clip. Misses the free throw there. And now Southwest countering, crossing the timeline, swinging it along the perimeter. Two names you'll hear a lot for Southwest, the two bigs on the inside, Sammy Martin and Miranda Vanderwall, but down the other way it is Alexander. She is fouled. Foul committed there by Emily Payne. And she too bringing some size on the interior for the Southwest Academy team at 6'2". Alexander at the line. First, no good off the back iron.
Hey, Shadow's ready.
Alexander, her second. Takes a couple bounces off the rim and goes through. An early 3-0 lead for Bill Crothers just over a minute into this ball game. They're going to play an up-tempo style of basketball, and there they jump it. And now in transition, here comes Bill Crothers, looking to capitalize off the turnover. Ariana Grizzle along the 45, driving. Nice pass underneath. Dime dropper. The assist, Ariana Grizzle. The finish from Callie Wright. Pressure again and a turnover. Right with it. Callie Wright, layup. No good. She gets her own rebound. Up again and finishes. And a quick 7-0 start for Bill Crothers. The Colts from Bill Crothers coming out with an up-tempo, fast-paced energy, and you're going to see that from them. They're going to sub quick. They're going to give them different looks. And an early timeout for Southwest. They need to talk things over. A quick burst, a 7-0 start for the Bill Crothers Colts. And we'll take a short break. We'll come back with more action here at the 5th annual Shoot for a Cure basketball showcase. Welcome back here inside the Madame Athletic Center, and you are looking at Ariana Grizzle from Bill Crothers Colts. And we'll take a look at this wonderful pass. She attacks using her left hand. Nice dump off Callie Wright, easy layup. And you see the vision on display there from Ariana Grizzle. Crafty, versatile point guard, great instincts, exceptional vision. Part of the reason why she's ranked number 6 in our class of 2019 rankings. The inaugural girls rankings that we published last week here at North Pole Hoops. Grizzle She is fouled on her way to the basket with the floater. She'll go in the line and shoot a pair. And if you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor. Get familiar with some of these young ladies on the floor here throughout this weekend. It's a 2-day event here tonight and followed by some more action tomorrow. But if you haven't already, our national women's scout, Michaela Roche, published the very first list of rankings for the girls, and it is the class of 2019. You can check it out on NorthPoleHoops.com right now. And the young woman at the line, Ariana Grizzle, misses the second free throw. She is number 6 on that list, inside the top 10. Good pass underneath. Fouled is the line Alexander. And again, the vision on display from Grizzle. Excellent delivery. Misses her own free throw, follows up on the missed free throw, corrals the rebound, and then sets up Alexander as she is fouled. First on its way. Good. So a 9-0 run to start this ball game for Bill Crothers. And we are less than 2 minutes into the first quarter. Second free throw, no good. The lead stays at single digits. Up the floor for Southwest, it is Maggie Denny's over to Piper Dew. Dew being shadowed tightly by Grizzle. Swinging it along the perimeter. Shot clock under 10. Good defense, and Jagidi comes up with the steal. Outlets ahead to Callie Wright. Turnover, unable to control it, and now Piper Dew across the timeline for Southwest. Looking down inside, and Vanderwall can't handle the pass. It is a turnover. Substitutions coming. Excuse me, that was Sammy Martin underneath, and now she is checking out of the ball game. Some fresh legs for Southwest, looking to find some energy here. Head coach Rob Angione. Grizzle dribbling across the timeline for Bill Crothers. Swings it near side. They're looking to post up Callie Wright. They get it down on the block. She kicks to the far corner. Jagidi driving, kicks it, firing from deep. Got it! Bank is open. Took a couple of bounces, and it is good. That is Keontae Downs. She is on the scoreboard with her first triple of the night and picks up a foul there, reaching in. Little overzealous. And we'll have a substitution coming for Bill Crothers. And Tiana Todd will be checking in for Abigail Jagidi. And if the last name sounds familiar, it's for good reason. She's the younger sibling of Taryn Todd, who is now at Finley Prep in Las Vegas, Nevada. Southwest Academy with possession. Piper Dew along the perimeter, crosses over, drives, right-hand scoop, blocked underneath. Grizzle comes away with the rebound. She is pushing in transition, turns it over, an errant pass. It looked like she might have got fouled. Kicks it, corner. Denny's, 3, got it! That's what she does. Maggie Denny's a sharpshooter. The senior buries the triple and gets Southwest on the board, and we have a foul. So it'll be a sideline, out of bounds, far side of your screen. Substitutions for both teams. Haley Woods, number 20, checking in for Southwest. Checking out Callie Wright for Bill Crothers. Provided a good burst of energy here to start this ball game. Isaline Alexander now off the inbound. Hand off to Downs. Downs looking to turn the corner. She gets it out to Todd. Todd inside to Alexander. Turnaround jumper, no good. Goes up again, strong, no good. Piper Dew gets the rebound, and she crosses the timeline and pushing in transition. Will slow it down, looking to set something up for Southwest. Cheyenne Rowe. And a turnover, stripped of the basketball by Alexander. Alexander, she is fouled on her way to the basket and will go to the foul line. You have to admire the aggression early on from Isaline Alexander. Already in the penalty, Southwest, here in this first quarter. And we've only played less than 4 minutes. Another quick substitution coming. Tina Sharvenkov into the ball game for Keontae Downs. Alexander at the foul line. First on its way is good. 13-3 your score with 6:11 remaining here in the opening quarter. Alexander, second attempt at the line. No good off the back iron. Ball is deflected and batted around and corralled there by Sharvankov. Grizzle driving into the lane. Help comes. No good. Disrupted a little bit by the pressure there, but it's Tiana Todd coming away with it. Todd picks up her dribble. Gets it down underneath. Shot clock winding down. First attempt no good. Now fighting for it inside the paint, and it is Haley Woods coming away with it for Southwest, and she is fouled. And that is Sharvankov committing the foul along the sideline. Callie Wright checking right back into the ballgame. A quick break for her, and it's Alexander, who has been a force so far here in this ballgame in the early going. Piper Dew. Rowe sets the screen. Dew turns around, picks up her dribble, swings it. Far side of your screen, Lamaya Hilton. Lamaya Hilton with it. Hilton kicks to the corner, shot clock winding down, short corner jumper, no good. Good box out there by Sharvankov, and she comes up with the defensive board. But she's in some trouble here. 10-second count perhaps. They do a nice job of getting it over. Now, great pass from Grizzle to Todd, and she finishes off the glass for two. Down the other way, Rowe underneath. Rowe spins, and she is fouled, tied up by Sharvankov. And Cheyenne Rowe will go to the foul line to shoot a pair. Substitutions coming for both teams. Haley Barberi in for Bill Crothers. Lauren Morrow along with Natsuki Sozikin in for Southwest. Rowe, her first at the line, no good, short off the front iron. This game is only 5 minutes old, and we've already seen the exceptional court vision on display from Ariana Grizzle. And she's taking over at that point guard position for who was in her own right a very, very talented point guard who has moved on in Tia Musier. She is now playing at the collegiate level. And so Grizzle shouldering more of the load in terms of the playmaking and the leadership responsibilities. And she's looked terrific here in preseason action for this Bill Crothers team. Todd inbounding near sideline, gets it into Wright. Wright down low, working on it, left hand, no good. Chelsea Aruda, and now she's pressuring on the baseline. They come over to trap. Hands in there. Grizzle comes up with the steal. Grizzle kicks. Todd block. A big block underneath from Cheyenne Rowe. Southwest looking to push in transition. And a steal. Up ahead now. It's Grizzle. And she will slow things down and says, why not let it fly? Grizzle, no good. Back iron. Underneath. What a rebound. Callie Wright gets the offensive board and finishes for two. 17-3. The Colts in front. Transition three, no good. And Wright with the defensive board. Grizzle now gonna set things up offensively. She gets it over to Wright. Down inside. It is Aruda. Chelsea Aruda, she turns it over, and Aaron pass. Up ahead in transition, and one! Natsuki Sozikin finishes with the right hand off the glass, plus the foul. And that'll send her to the line for one more. 17-5, Bill Crothers in front. Now let's take another look at that bucket there in transition. We're incorporating replays here at NPH. Sozikin does a nice job in transition, comes up with the steal and ends up finishing on the other end. And back to live game action. Tiana Todd bounces around and gets it to go. It drops for Tiana Todd, the freshman, coming in and making an impact for Bill Crothers. And the basketball bloodlines are strong for the Todd family. Both siblings, Tiana Todd and Taryn, excelling. And oh, beautiful look. Well, the diagram inbounds play, and it leads to an easy deuce. Good finish from Alexandra Gaglaw. Underneath, batted around, rebound corralled by Todd. Oh, but she loses it. Attempt to go behind the back. driving, and foul underneath. So that is Lauren Morrow. She will go to the line. What nearly ended up being an and one opportunity. Layup just rimmed out. Morrow, first free throw, no good. Second on its way, drops for Morrow, 21-7. It's a 14-point deficit for Southwest Academy. Across the timeline now, Bill Crothers. Todd with her left hand gets into the lane, switches to her right. Floater is off the mark, and there's a over-the-back foul on Abigail Jagidi. And so it'll be Southwest with possession inbounding along the baseline. And we talked about it off the top. This Bill Crothers team likes to apply pressure defensively. They're very aggressive, looking to generate turnovers. And thus far, they've been successful in doing so. And so we will have to see as the refs come together, and they're going to confer with one another. And I believe it has something to do with the foul count on both sides, but as a loose ball foul, they are indicating that there will be no free throws here, no bonus situations. So Southwest inbounding along their own baseline, under their own basket. Coming up the floor now, and you see the shadow opportunity. This shadow man-to-man defense is very effective, especially when you're making the ball handlers really work. Three on its way from the corner. Denny's no good. Just a little long. Gets the offensive rebound and a foul, and that is Suzikin. She's been very active on both ends of the floor for Southwest, and goes to the foul line. Subs coming in. It is Mahalia Long checking in for Tiana Todd. And entering the ballgame, Cheyenne Rowe for Southwest. First free throw is good for Suzokin. Suzokin, her second attempt, short off the front rim, battle underneath. It is secure. Denny's, she steps on the sideline and out of bounds. It will be Bill Crothers basketball. Bill Crothers has to make sure they account for Maggie Denny's, and when she gets going, boy, can she knock them down with consistency. Certainly an asset, and one of the hallmarks of her game is her ability to stretch the floor and hitting threes from beyond the arc with consistency. Battling for the loose ball, Alexander gets it again, has it knocked away. Piper due with it, and she reverses course and gets it across half court. Morrow driving baseline, and there's a foul on the ground. Isaline Alexander is whistled for the foul. Substitution coming. Downs checking in along with Callie Wright. It is Jagidi coming out. And so it will be Southwest at the foul line. Morrow back at the line. First attempt, gets the friendly roll. Second is good, nothing but net that time around, and a substitution coming, and she is checking out. Morrow for Haley Stein-Brickner. Bringing the ball up the floor, it's Haley Barberi. Dribble handoff, exchange, now they swing it. Great ball movement here from this Bill Crothers team. Look at the ball movement and underneath, and a foul. Alexander, she has been a handful. Southwest struggling to find a way to slow her down, and another trip to the line. So Isaline Alexander at the charity stripe. This is one of the strengths of this Bill Crothers team. Their depth, their versatility, it's the supporting cast, and there are plenty of intriguing young prospects on this roster. And that's credit to head coach Jody Graham, who possesses extensive experience at the national team level has coached for Canada, has coached for Team Ontario at the provincial level. And so it's a decorated resume for this coaching staff as a whole. And now here you see them again applying some pressure defensively, picking up right away, driving into the lane. Floater is good. And a nice finish from Shantavia Dawkins gets the floater to drop. Barberi. And it's Southwest now has switched to a zone. 3 on the way from Downs, no good. Offensive rebound, misses the opportunity to put back. There's Callie Wright, she finishes. 2 offensive rebounds underneath from Mahalia Long, and it is Wright who ends up the beneficiary finishing for Bill Crothers. Haley Woods with it. Far side, looking for the cutter, it's a turnover. Alexander able to secure possession. Downs in transition, Downs, nice move with the pivot foot and the floater, the turnaround is good. Keontae Downs. Southwest, and it is Haley Woods. She has the angle, attacking, gets it over half now to the short corner. Kicks to Rowe, extra pass. Steinbrickner kicks it. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound secured, that is Steinbrickster, has it. Far side, swinging it around now. Here's Dawkins with it. Shantava Dawkins, she's fouled. And that'll send her to the foul line for 2. Bill Crothers, less than a minute remaining here in the opening quarter. It's a 25-12 lead for the Colts. Substitution, Chelsea Aruda checking in for Isaline Alexander. As Shantavia Dawkins stands at the foul line. Her first is good. Dawkins, second free throw, also good. Quick substitution coming on both sides. Piper Dew and Tiana Todd back in. And so Bill Crothers, it's been an excellent start for them this first quarter. Started the game on a 9-0 run and now lead by 11 with just under a minute to go here in the opening frame. Todd with it, looking to break down this zone. A steal, nice job there along the sideline by Suzokin, able to keep it alive. Piper Dew, corner 3, no good. Good block out and an offensive rebound. And attacking into the lane and a nice finish, that is Lamaya Hilton. Able to corral the offensive board and then driving towards the middle of the paint. Todd into the lane, her floater too strong. Hilton with it. 20 seconds left, shot clock are off. Hilton swings it. Step back, jumper, short. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Downs with it, Downs, down to 8. 7 on the clock, over to Wright, 5 on the clock. Todd, Wright, 3, short. And that'll do it here in the opening quarter. And an exciting first 10 minutes of action here at the Shoot for a Cure Basketball Showcase. It's Bill Crothers 25, Southwest Academy 16. We'll be back with more action from the Mattamy Athletic Center.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm mic'd up for Northwell Hoops. Hey, yo, right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over, we all. Go, white team!
Yeah, yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Let's play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Come here, Pete. Give me that. Nope. Talk. Oh, come on, bro. Go to him. He's good. Hey, see on the kick. You good, though. Keep driving. Keep going in the middle. Hey, let's get in. Let's go. Hey, Malik, let's get in. Let's go. Come get me. I got help. We're good. We're good. We're good. Here comes my way. I got you. Let's go. Let's go. Turn up. Turn up.
You're fine. Don't settle for the three. Don't settle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready whenever, coach. Make them. I'm coming. I'm coming. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Come get me. Come get me.
Ice it.
What we need to do is take care of our own stuff. Part of it is, yes, we need to get back on defense. Another part is play our game offensively.
Let's go.
All right? 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Energy.
Let's go.
Hey, 6-point game. It's late. Let's go. Hey, yo, start making cuts to the basket. I'll find you, bro. Off screens. Board. Get to Jordan. Yeah. Damn, finally. Just get a paint touch and shots are open or back doors, anything.
No way! Welcome back here inside the Mattamy Athletic Center on the campus of Ryerson University. A strong opening quarter for Ariana Grizzle, and the Bill Crothers Colts. And Grizzle expected to tackle more of the offensive load for this team this year, and you see her with the basketball right now against the Southwest 2-3 zone. They've had to change it up defensively and go with a different look after allowing 25 points in the opening quarter. Grizzle, someone we profiled in our class of 2019 rankings, the very first edition of our women's prospect rankings for the class of 2019, listed at number 6. She has interest from a number of programs, both here in Canada and in the United States, and is at that point guard position replacing Tia Monsieur, who is currently attending Long Island University down in Brooklyn, New York. And there's a steal, and here comes Grizzle in a transition. She is no good on the layup attempt, but there's Jagidi cleaning it up, scooping it home for Bill Crothers. Is now an 11-point lead, back to double digits. There is Shantavia Dawkins, dribble handoff exchange. Grizzle off the, nice job by Lamaya Hilton. And Grizzle got caught there in between, didn't do a good enough job of containing off of that screen and roll. And now Southwest dialing up the 2-3. And what this does is this is really they're gonna try to stymie them and prevent them from generating any dribble penetration, make them settle for outside shots. And there is Keontae Downs knifing her way into the paint and finishing off the glass. A nice job of beating that 2-3, generating some penetration. Jagidi closing out here on the short corner. 3 on the way, no good. That was Denny's, unable to connect, but they recover possession. And here's another look for Maggie Denny's, the sharpshooter. She is short on that one as it rings off the back iron, and now here comes Grizzle. Goes behind her back. Grizzle looking to push in transition. Nice feed to Isaline Alexander. Finishes with the left hand off the glass. And that's the best way to attack a 2-3 zone. Don't let it get set. Push it in transition, and Grizzle did that right there. Picks up another assist. And that is a foul on Jagidi. Substitution's coming, and she knows it. Checking right out of the ball game. Tiana Todd back in, along with Chelsea Aruda for Bill Crothers. Shantavia Dawkins inbounding for Southwest. Good denials here by Keontae Downs, and oh, she was whistled for the foul. And as a coach, you can't ask much more than that from a defender. Keontae Downs did an excellent job of containing on the inbound, looking for a dump down underneath for Sammy Martin, unable to get it. And now they're trying to go back down inside and double team, and it's a turnover. Grizzle has it, and she'll slow things down and bring it up into the front court for Bill Crothers. Grizzle turns the corner. That's too easy. Grizzle jumper, easy money. Short mid-range jumper. They don't go out of style, folks, and Ariana Grizzle knocks it down. A great start for her here in this ball game. Sammy Martin with it. Far corner. Pressure applied by Grizzle. She gets the steal, and in transition, turns, fades, oh, and banks it in! Ariana Grizzle doing it all for Bill Crothers. That was a tough shot. She converts, and now here comes the pressure, looking to trap along the baseline. Kicking it out, extra pass, driving, Hilton. Jumper, no good. Defensive rebound, Keontae Downs. Downs pushing it up the floor, gets it to Grizzle. 3 on the way, no good. Pushing in transition, down the other way. Here's Morrow with it, finishes with the right hand. And now the deficit stands at 17. It is 37-20 in favor of the Bill Crothers Colts. Driving, Grizzle, no good. And pressure again being applied. They get out of it, and now in transition, it's a 2-on-1 opportunity. But Hilton throws up a wild shot, can't convert. Todd in transition and decides to slow it down. Tiana Todd, she swings it far side to Grizzle. Shot clock under 10. Todd swings it, extra pass, Downs, open look, gets it to right. Beautiful ball movement, misses the layup. Aruda trying to fight for it, and she can't corral her own rebound. And excellent ball movement from Bill Crothers. And what looked like a sure layup, 2 points. And Aruda unable to convert. We have a timeout on the floor. 37-18, Bill Crothers out in front. We'll take a quick break and be right back here at the 5th Annual Shoot for a Cure Basketball Showcase.
My name's Katra Balabi Kubo, and I'm mic'd up for North Pole Hoops. Yeah. Hey, come set screen, set screen. You never realize that those people always walk, her arms are super long. Either like step back fake, I do it all the time, step back fake and blow by her because you're way faster than her. Ball here, yeah, ball's here, yeah, man's here, yeah, ball's here, yeah, man's here, yeah, ball's here, yeah, ball's here. Pick that up, dive on it. Help side, yeah, help side. Oh, shoot, good job, steal that, steal that. Yeah, man's here, yeah, ball's here, yeah, ball's here. Now be ready for the screen, be ready for the screen. Yeah, ball's here, yep. Get up on it, get up, take the ball, take the ball, take the ball. Yeah, ball's here. Good D, good D. Get on it, get on it.
And we'll start things off as we are back here at the Mattamy Athletic Center. We're going to take another look at that terrific turnaround jumper from Ariana Grizzle. Somehow, you take a look at the body control, excellent finish, able to bank it home. And battle underneath now. Southwest comes up with it. It's Piper Dew who has possession for Southwest. Pushing it in transition, Haley Woods, extra pass to the corner, Denny's jumper, no good. Haley Woods almost collides with her teammate Piper Dew, but she comes up with it and she is fouled. And that is Tiana Todd committing the foul along the far sideline. We've talked extensively about Ariana Grizzle, but what more can you say? She has been the engine that has driven this Bill Crothers team and will for the foreseeable future for this season. Woods underneath, looking for the back cut. Had it, Denny's just couldn't hang on. Substitution, and Grizzle will take a seat, get a breather. It is Tina Sarvankov checking in for Bill Crothers. Pressure being applied now from Southwest. Sarvankov gets it. Look at the extra pass, layup. Got it. Excellent ball movement. Great recognition and the finish from Alexandra Gaglaw. Down underneath, Todd with the rebound. Pushing in transition. Gaglaw. And she is fouled hard on her way to the basket by Maggie Denny's, who prevents what looked like an easy layup. So we've reached the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. 37-20 in favor of Bill Crothers, and it is Alexandra Gaglaw at the free throw line, shooting a pair. Her first is good. It's a testament to the depth of this Bill Crothers team, and you've seen it on display from the likes of Tiana Todd and Abigail Jagidi, Isaline Alexander, Alexandra Gaglaw. They've all come in and they've all made an impact for Jody Graham and her squad. Southwest with possession. Screen set. Now this is where you trap. You got to be dangerous. That's a dangerous position to be in if you're Southwest with those high ball screens. A nice job coming out, and there's Rowe. Short mid-range jumper, no good. Gaglall with the defensive board, and now finds an outlet. And it is Barbarian. She travels. Saw an open teammate and maybe took an extra step, got a little anxious there, resulting in the turnover. Haley Woods with it for Southwest. Woods being guarded tightly by Tiana Todd, the freshman. Kick, Piper Dew, 3, no good. They've had some quality looks from the perimeter, just haven't been able to knock them down with any sort of consistency. And Woods reaching, and there's a lot of contact there on Tiana Todd. She drives, kicks to the corner. Barberi, no good. Long 3 from the corner. Collision underneath, and ball is deflected out of play. It will be Southwest with possession. Substitution coming. Miranda Vanderwall checking in for Cheyenne Rowe. Maggie Denny's inbounding, and Piper Dew looking to orchestrate for the Southwest team. Over to Haley Woods. Swings it far side, looking at the cutting Dew. She gets it inside the paint. Moving the ball now. Down inside and throwing it away. Southwest just trying to be a little too cute right now. And you see them trying to hit cutters and not reading and reacting to what the defense is giving them. Looking a little bit anxious to start this basketball game here in the opening half. It's under 4 to play here in the second quarter. Swinging it far side, it's Gaglall, and Southwest back into that zone defense, and they do a good job there of getting a deflection. Will stay with Bill Crothers. Gaglall inbounding, far sideline. She gets it into Barberi. Barberi swings it, Gaglall. Gaglall attacking into the lane, kicks to the corner. Good look for 3, short. Can't be upset about the ball movement. It was Mahali Along who couldn't connect from deep. There's a good look. Piper Dew, long on that one. They're just not getting anything to drop here in the first half. Barberi, she does well to elude the defender and now swings it up ahead. Underneath, good look to Aruda, to the corner. Swing it one more time. Swing it one more time. Extra pass and waited way too long. And Piper Dew deflects it out of play. And the danger of telegraphing your passage, you could see that from a mile away. And Mahali Along was waiting there. She was open for a moment, but the pass was late. And so Barberi will inbound here along the near sideline. They look to get it down on the block. Aruda turns, and it's deflected. Southwest nearly coming up with a turnover, but it ends up, possession will stick with Bill Crothers. Long will be the trigger along the baseline, and she throws it away. And now a fast break opportunity for Southwest in transition and a foul. And certainly not one that Callie Wright was too impressed by. Jody Grammy's here having a little chat with the official as he walks on by towards the scorer's table to register the foul. Nice feed, and one. Sammy Martin. Well, that's what they've been waiting for. They needed a spark. Sammy Martin delivering with an and one bucket. 6'3". We haven't called her name nearly enough tonight, and her along with Miranda Vanderwall, those two need to be impactful for this Southwest team, especially with their size, and they have the ability to control that paint, rebound the basketball. It's an asset they need to deliver. Barberi for 3, short on that. And Southwest can't corral the rebound. It is Bill Crothers, another offensive board. Shot clock down, reset to 14. It's a turnover, now pushing in transition. Picking up her dribble and kicks it. That is Morrow. No good. Offensive rebound, Martin. Another offensive rebound, Sammy Martin. She's going to work. Can't finish. Couple offensive rebound. Vanderwall does well to fight and force a jump. Tie up possession. Sammy Martin, number 30 for Southwest. National team athlete, won silver with Canada's U18 Women's Junior National Team this summer at the FIBA U18 Americas. Suzukin with it. Suzukin turns the corner, ill-advised pass and a turnover, a takeaway for Grizzle. Look at the bounce pass. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is an advanced high IQ play right there from Ariana Grizzle. Turnover or not, you can't be upset. That is unbelievable vision. 39-23, 2:10 remaining here in the first half. Hilton with it, guarded tightly by Grizzle. They're going to switch that. Now they come up to trap, gets it down inside to Martin. Martin kicks to the corner. Morrow, 3 on the way, no good. And they have not connected at all from deep. Mid-range jumper is good. That is Suzukin. She hits from the left elbow. A 14-point lead for Bill Crothers. Grizzle up the floor. Kicks, 3 on the way, no good. Now Callie Wright offensive rebound. There is nobody boxing out underneath for Southwest, and that is a problem. I'm sure Rob Angioni will address that at the half. Screen set, Suzukin over, 3 on the way. Got it! Tickling the twine from deep off the screen. Natsuki Suzukin. And it's an 11-point ball game. Grizzle with it, driving, kicks, short corner, down on the block. Aruda, no good. Grizzle had it for a moment, and it will be Southwest basketball. And no sign from the official. And a slew of substitutions coming. Inbounding along the baseline, Southwest with possession. An opportunity to get this thing back under single digits. The deficit now stands at 11. Dawkins, she trips. Rowe with it. Good aggressive take, Cheyenne Rowe, and she is fouled and will go to the free throw line. An opportunity to trim this deficit with a pair of free throws. And so Cheyenne Rowe at the line. Less than a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Rowe, her first. No good, off the front iron. Let's take a look at this three-pointer from Natsuki Suzukin. Able to come off the pick and bang! Nothing but net. Buries the triple. That gets it down to an 11-point game, and the deficit is now at 10 with less than a minute to go. And Callie Wright unable to handle that pass from Ariana Grizzle. And Southwest on a bit of a run here to close out the opening 20 minutes. And with 44 seconds left here in the quarter, we'll have an opportunity to get this deficit under 10, get it down to single digits, which is manageable. And I'm sure Rob Angioni has to be happy with the effort from his team here in the waning minutes of this half. And how about Shantavia Dawkins scooping it up and in? A finger roll finish off the glass. It's an 8-point ball game. Swinging it, Grizzle. This is where she might want to deliver a big bucket. Oh, good pass. Alexander, no good. Gets her own rebound. Got it. Here's the line, Alexander. Clock is ticking. Shot clock is off. We're down to 10 seconds remaining here in the half. Denny's over to Suzukin. Suzukin over to Denny's. Down to 1. Blocked by Callie Wright to end the opening half. And Bill Crothers will take an 8-point lead into the halftime break. But an excellent second quarter from Southwest has them back in this ball game. We're going to take a break. We come back, it'll be more action from the 5th annual Shoot for a Cure Basketball Showcase.
Yep. Yeah, man's here. Yeah, strong side. Yeah, deny. Yeah, deny. Yeah, deny. Yeah, no switch. Go back, go back. Yeah, ball's here. Yeah, man's here. Yeah, ball's here. Good take, good steering, good job. Shell switch, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good block, good D. Good D. In here, yeah, watch screen. Back screen, squeeze, squeeze. You gotta play better D than that. Let's go. That side. That side. Come here. You're allowing yourself to get screened. You're waiting for Jada or whoever it is to come up to you and screen you. Don't wait. Fight through it automatically. I shouldn't be switching with you because why are you guarding a girl that's 6'2", you know? Fight through the screen. Good shot, good hit. Good shot, Paris. Good shot, Paris. Good job. Get it back! Steal that, Alexis. Holy. Good block! Yeah, strong side. Yeah, ball's here. Yeah, ball's here. All you, Jada. Go up. Oh, yeah! Talk on D! Oh, don't stop dribbling. You gotta clear out. Good job, Paris! Good shot! Yeah! Good vision. Good job. Good passing! Hey, 20B! 2 more! Let's relax here. Have your help. Yeah, I have the ball here. Yeah, ball here. Yeah, ball here. Here we go, ladies. Hustle out. 10 seconds. Look to push. That's the main thing right now. They're so stagnant. Like, if we push the ball, guaranteed we'll score in transition every time. Yeah, Tiana! Good job, ladies. Okay.
This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody, so you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay? I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now, if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
Look around the room, someone you don't know is watching you and someone's gonna talk about you after this, and you know, you want them to be able to say the right thing, and you know, that'll help send you in the right direction.
Our guys are here from 7 in the morning training because they want it. Let your game talk, right? That's what game speaks means. 2, 3, game speaks! We've seen lives change in a matter of 1 weekend. It's all on you.
I'm Jaden Creighton. I'm mic'd up for North Pole Hoops. Let's turn up. Let's get it done. Yep. Hey, twist! I got you on your house side. Cleveland! 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 Go on that side.
The pace is too slow.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody who can play at this pace.
Yeah. Noah, drop. Noah, Nate. Go to work. Hey, let's talk.
Welcome back inside the Mademy Athletic Center here on the campus of Ryerson University. This is second half action about to get underway between Bill Crothers and the white with the black trim and the red lettering, taking on Southwest Academy in the black and with the green trim. Oh, and a travel underneath and no call, in fact, out of bounds, Callie Wright. And so it'll be Southwest basketball. An outstanding opening half from Bill Crothers, Ariana Grizzle, putting on a passing clinic. The senior guard leading the way for this Bill Crothers Colts team, and they hold a 10-point lead here to start the second half. But a good close to the second quarter from Southwest allowed them to trim this deficit and make it manageable. And certainly they struggled with their outside shooting in that opening 20 minutes. So we'll see if they can knock down some more shots. And here is a shot clock violation. Good defense from Bill Crothers, able to force the turnover. And again, we'd like to remind you the 5th annual Shoot for a Cure basketball showcase. All proceeds raised throughout this weekend will be donated towards breast cancer research. The Canadian Cancer Society. Oh, good back cut. Unable to finish, but a wonderful cut back door by Keontae Downs. And Denny's nearly loses her footing, but able to find her balance. And now inside to Martin, and a good, strong, aggressive take. Callie Wright will pick up the foul. That's what you need to see more of if you're Southwest. You need to get that ball down inside, especially with the likes of Martin and Miranda Vanderwall and their size, their ability to be aggressive on the interior. You get trips to the line, and Martin will look to trim this deficit back down to single digits, and indeed she does. It's a 9-point ball game with that free throw. Second on its way, no good, too long, and a tie up underneath. It'll be a loose ball foul on Callie Wright, and a bit of a ticky-tack call by the officials. And a quick substitution, that'll prompt a quick sub. Callie will come out, Callie Wright. Chelsea Aruda into the ball game. And a smile on the face of Callie Wright as she checks out. Not a fan of that call. Down underneath now. Nice move. And rejected though. That was Emily Payne who was trying to operate down inside the paint. Here's Grizzle with it. Grizzle, pull-up jumper. No good, a little too strong. But is the line. Alexander unable to clean it up. Got the offensive rebound and couldn't finish. Pushing the other way. Abigail Jagidi doing a nice job stopping the transition opportunity. Jagidi guarding the ball handler. Now here's a switch. Here's Lauren Morrow with him. Morrow, left hand into the lane. Kicks to the corner. Driving baseline, kicks, extra pass. Morrow, 3 short. Fighting for it, Alexander, and we have a tie-up. Things getting chippy between these two teams here early on in the third quarter. And a substitution for Southwest. It will be Cheyenne Rowe checking in for Sammy Martin. And so Southwest inbounding. Bill Crothers applying man-to-man pressure. 3 on the way. Got it! That is Emily Payne. They struggled to hit outside shots in the opening half. Could that be a good omen? A spark for this Southwest team as she buries the triple. Dribble handoff to Downs. 6-point lead for Bill Crothers and a block. It is Emily Payne doing it on both ends, and she commits the foul, but you gotta love the effort. Oh, what a sequence there from Emily Payne. Bringing the pain on both ends. That's worth another look, folks. Emily Payne. You take a look at the play there underneath from Payne. She does so well to come over and play some help side defense. It comes up with the first block and then the offensive rebound and his whistle for the foul. But again, if you're Rob Angione, that's the effort you want to see from your team. A 6-point deficit at what one point looked like might have been an insurmountable deficit is now trimmed down to single digits. Downs hits the second free throw and she will check out of the ball game. Full court pressure from Bill Crothers. Tiana Todd into the ball game. Turning the corner, Suzokin into the lane. Floater hangs on the rim. No good. Rebound corralled by Crothers. It is Grizzle with it, pushing it, middle of the floor, over to Jagidi. Jagidi kicks to Grizzle, pump fake, pulls up, top of the circle, no good, and it is deflected out of play, and that is Payne getting a touch on that one, a substitution. Lamaya Hilton in for Emily Payne. Rob Angione showing his appreciation of the effort from Payne. She was terrific here in the early portion of the third quarter, and a turnover off the inbound. It's an ill-advised turnover for Bill Crothers, and Coach Jody Graham not happy about that one. Southwest to inbound underneath the basket along the baseline. Denny's with it. She is being shadowed by Chelsea Aruda. Denny's, known for her shooting ability and missed a handful of threes in the opening half. Let's see if she can find her stroke here in the second. Piper Dew, guarded by Grizzle, turns the corner. Dew, Grizzle gets her hands in there. Shot clock down to 5, down to 4, deflected out of play, and they'll have 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Haley Woods will check in for Maggie Denny's, excuse me. And so 2 on the shot clock for Southwest. Be a catch and shoot opportunity. Looking to get it in. In danger of a 5-second violation, and that will be a shot clock violation. And indeed it will be. So the shot clock will reset to 24, and it'll be Bill Crothers basketball. Tiana Todd to trigger for the Colts. And now you see Southwest applying some pressure, trying to give them a different look defensively. Isaline Alexander operating in the open floor, picks up her dribble, swings it far side to Jagidi. Screen set by Alexander, she rejects. Jagidi drives baseline, looking underneath for Aruda. It's a turnover. That is Lamaya Hilton with it. Hilton pushing in transition, goes behind the back. Looking down underneath now, gets it to Rowe. Blocked from behind by Alexander. Grizzle, left hand, into the lane. Grizzle, floater, no good. Rebound is secured by Hilton. Hilton with it. Across the timeline. Pace picking up here in the third quarter. Hilton, Day Dawkins. Whew, that towed the sideline. Woods, 3. Little long on that one. And out of bounds. And a substitution for Southwest. Sammy Martin right back into the ballgame. Cheyenne Rowan. Now here comes Haley Barberi for Bill Crothers. And Alexandra Gaglaw will also come into the ballgame. Checking in for Chelsea Aruda. And you see the energy has picked up on that Southwest sideline, on that bench. And playing with a lot more energy. Communicating a lot better here in the early going. The early moments of this second half. Grizzle finds Alexander. Beautiful feed. Great anticipation. That's just a great display of chemistry from those two, Isaline Alexander and Ariana Grizzle. Cutting is Piper Dew. She gets it over to Martin. That's a free throw line jumper. No good, but Piper Dew fighting for it. It's Grizzle that comes up with it. She does it all, folks. Grizzle, oh, nice crossover. Behind the back. Rejected by Lamaya Hilton. Gaglaw, but what a feed from Ariana Grizzle. Making it look easy. A clinical performance thus far from the senior. And so it'll be Crothers inbounding along the baseline. We'll have a substitution. Let's take another look at that play there from Ariana Grizzle. First the missed shot, and we'll go back. You see Grizzle in transition, makes a nice hesitation move in the open floor, goes behind the back, and the rejection, because we have a bucket, and now it's back to an 11-point lead for Bill Crothers. Ball is deflected, and it will stick with Southwest. So maybe these two teams shaking off a little bit of the rust, some of the cobwebs, and that's to be expected when you're talking about a preseason exhibition matchup. These teams preparing for their respective league schedules. Southwest, they've participated and played a couple of exhibition games already, 1-1 through those 2 exhibition games and a travel there. And this Southwest team has 7 returning players from their roster a year ago. And you talk about the experience factor. Bill Crothers, aside from the likes of Grizzle and Alexander, you're talking about a lot of young, fresh faces, and a nice block there from Alexander. Her length is a real asset. She can be a force down inside, especially on the defensive end, and there's a foul. And I guess the mistakes, the miscues, again, to be expected when you're talking about a relatively young team. And Bill Crothers and Keontae Downs, she will check out, and Grizzle, first free throw is good from Haley Woods. Woods, second free throw, it rattles in and out. Alexander says, why not? I can bring it up the floor. Pushing in transition, finds Downs. Downs swings it. Todd, let it fly, Tiana, and no good on the 3. There is Dawkins with it. Shantavia Dawkins pushing it up the floor for Southwest. Dawkins, screen set by Martin, attacks, picks up her dribble. Nifty move in the lane, can't finish, and it'll go to Bill Crothers. Subs coming. Tiana Todd with it. Todd across the timeline. Class of 2022. Gaglong inside to Alexander. Barberi 3 off the mark. Good battle underneath. Still fighting for it, and Morrow comes away with it. Up ahead, Morrow. Yeah, nice feed inside. Got it. The finish, Lamaya Hilton. Todd behind the back, over to her left hand. She will retreat, faces up, attacks off the dribble. Good strong take, and she is fouled. And Jody Graham says we'll go right back to our senior point guard, Ariana Grizzle. She'll check right back into the ballgame after a brief breather for Haley Barberi. Isaline Alexander will get a bit of a blow here with 4:13 remaining as Tiana Todd steps to the line. An 8-point lead for Bill Crothers. First free throw is good from Todd. Tiana Todd, second attempt at the line, also pure. Now it's a 10-point lead and a deflection. Keontae Downs, she's been very aggressive defensively, particularly when operating in this type of format and denying the inbounder, and preventing them from inbounding. And here's Piper Dew with it, and she is going to be shadowed now by Tiana Todd. Gaglaw coming the other way in a foul. Tiana Todd blocking foul along the sideline. Inbounding. Servokin, no, and no good on the layup attempt was Emily Payne, and now that pass too strong. Goes off the hand of Todd and will be Southwest basketball. Denny's. She will bring it up the floor. Crosses over. Guarded tightly there by Long. Getting pressure now being applied from Bill Crothers, and Grizzle gets the final touch. And it'll stay with Southwest. So Piper Dew will trigger along the far sideline for Southwest Academy. Here's Natsuki Suzokin. Suzokin, screen set by Payne. Pressure being applied. They rush the pick and roll. Good defense as the tail end of the shot clock, but an offensive rebound is secured by Southwest. Payne, wide open, Denny's. You can put it down for three, Maggie Denny's. Can't leave her that wide open. She's gonna make that more often than not. Grizzle over to Todd. Left hand into the middle of the lane, scoops it up, rolls out. Denny's with it. 7-point ball game. Denny's in transition to her left hand, kicks. Three on the way, back to back, no good. And it is off of Bill Crothers, so it will stay with Southwest, and a slew of substitutions coming for both teams. Almost like a lineup change and a full line change in hockey for Southwest. Getting some fresh legs on the floor is Rob Angione for his Southwest squad, and they've done an excellent job of battling back into this one. Rowe with it in the short corner, near side. Down underneath along the block for Woods, too easy. Spins and finishes. It is now a 5-point ball game. Up ahead to Downs. Downs mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound secured by Southwest. It is Lamaya Hilton. Hilton, as the pace picks up, Hilton looking for a safety valve, can't find it. Jagidi up ahead to Downs, layup is good. Hilton will slow the pace and cross the timeline. Swinging it, exchange with Dawkins, screen set by Martin. Oh, nice, nifty crossover, but a travel. Oh, she did well to elude the defender in the paint, but took a couple extra steps on her way to the basket. Fast and furious action on both sides of the floor here in this third quarter. 2:13 remaining now here in quarter number 3. Bill Crothers leading 50-43. Out of bounds! Turnover! Haley Woods, excellent pressured. She did a great job of forcing her towards the sideline, and that leads to a turnover. Woods inbounds now to Dawkins. Dawkins, left hand, and a foul committed there by Mahalia Long. And that will be the 5th team foul on Bill Crothers. And so that will put them in the penalty and send Shantavia Dawkins to the foul line. What was effective early on for Bill Crothers, the up-tempo, fast pace they like to play at. They're very much want to be on the accelerator, and indeed they were to start this ball game. Applying pressure defensively, forcing turnovers, getting easy baskets in transition. But once Southwest settled down, and it took a while, they've looked pretty good and pretty composed, and now find themselves back in this ball game, trailing by 7, and a foul. Sammy Martin able to gather the offensive rebound, goes up strong. She is fouled. This is the pace they need to play at. When they are in control of the tempo and Southwest can get the ball down inside the paint, it definitely puts them at a distinct advantage with the size that they possess on the inside. And Martin, first free throw, no good. An interesting note for you, in the previous 4 Shoot for a Cure basketball showcases, Bill Crothers, a perfect 4-0 record in this event. So looking to keep that intact here today against the Southwest team. Grizzle with it. Guarded tightly. Ooh, tried to thread the needle to Isaline Alexander, and it's really been a two-pronged attack for Bill Crothers with Alexander and Grizzle. Substitution. Haley Stein-Brickner into the game for Southwest. For Sammy Martin. Grizzle will be the trigger along the near sideline. Gets it in to Alexander. Alexander inside to Aruda. Kick to the corner. Jagidi, 3 on the way. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Alexander back up again. Bounces in and out. Fighting for it and a foul. It'll be on Aruda. She ends up on the deck, but commits the foul. And so that will be free throws for Southwest. An opportunity to continue to trim this deficit. Cheyenne Rowe at the foul line. Rowe, first free throw, no good. And again, a reminder, we have 2 more games after this, following this one, to close out the Friday night session. We'll be back tomorrow with some afternoon hoops. Rowe bounces off the rim and gets it to drop. And we have a substitution on the made free throw, and it'll be Tiana Todd checking in for Chelsea Aruda. Good matchup coming up after this one between Kings Christian and Jay Addison. There's still a ways to go in this ball game right here. Grizzle no good with the pull-up jumper. It's a 6-point Bill Crothers lead. They've led from the opening tip, but now Southwest applying pressure and finding a way to get back into this ball game. Dawkins picks up her dribble. Does well to protect. It is deflected, and now she is able to regain control. Dawkins turns the corner, and a travel. Good defense from Ariana Grizzle. A bit of a stare down there from Grizzle. The senior point guard trying to display her leadership qualities. Playing with a high degree of intensity, and you see them, they're going to double her and try to prevent her from touching the basketball here on the inbound with Haley Woods and Shantae and Lamaya Hilton both shadowing Ariana Grizzle. So it is Jagidi this time. Jagidi up ahead to Todd and loses the handle, still in play, batted around, it ends up in the hands of Jagidi. She gets it over now to the senior point guard, Grizzle. Grizzle. Oh my! Ariana Grizzle, the one-legged step back jumper fading away. Tough shot and a much-needed bucket for Bill Crothers. Nearly over and back, but the ref indicates it was deflected. Hilton does a full 360, got away with a travel. Oh boy, did she ever travel. Spinning with the hook shot, no good, was Cheyenne Rowe, and it'll be Bill Crothers basketball. We have a timeout. And Jody Graham indicates she does indeed want a timeout. So it'll be a timeout called by Bill Crothers. They lead by 8, 52-44. 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this short break.
I'm Michaela Roche. I played for 4 years at the University of Minnesota for the Golden Gophers in the Big Ten Conference. I coached for 3 years at Kansas State University with the Wildcats. I just completed playing professionally in Greece, and I am the National Women's Basketball Scout for North Pole Hoops.
Low post right. This is Roche. Quick square around move.
Every day, waking up, I need to find a way to make girls basketball better. And so that's my job, to be able to help you as a player, as a student athlete, as a young woman, and just to be able to really understand the ins and outs of what it takes to be successful both in basketball, but also in life.
Third angle left. Underneath Roche. Quick move to the left. Left hand banks it in for 2.
I've lived and I've done a lot of what some of these young girls seek to do. You know, being a coach, being a team captain when I played. I want to guide them. I want to give them advice and help provide opportunity through the scouting report and the showcases and the exposures. Just be able to build a relationship and get to know them and help them just really be the best young women and basketball players that they can be. I will be evaluating talent and scouting across Canada, just evaluating strengths, weaknesses.
Welcome back here inside Mattamy Athletic Center. That basket by Ariana Grizzle certainly worth another look. And I gotta say, that's why Michaela Roche gets paid the big bucks. She knows how to scout talent. Grizzle has looked absolutely phenomenal tonight. Number 6 in our rankings for the class of 2019. A timeout on the floor. Which gives us an opportunity drop a couple stats. As I mentioned earlier, we talked about Bill Crothers, 4-0 all-time in this event. And this, of course, being the 5th annual, they have participated in every single iteration of the Shoot for a Cure basketball showcase. 233 points for, 154 points against in their history in this event. Meanwhile, Southwest Academy 0-2, so they are looking to pick up a victory in this event. As we have, we're going to take a quick break, an 8-point lead, and we'll bring it back to bring you the end of this one between Bill Crothers and Southwest.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak. We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers.
Start of the 4th quarter here in our first game of the night at the 5th annual Shoot for a Cure basketball showcase between Bill Crothers and Southwest Academy. Abigail Jagidi underneath and a turnover. Southwest trailing by 8. At one point, looked like an insurmountable deficit. They trailed by double digits early on in this one. Underneath, back out to Piper Dew. That was Emily Payne with the offensive board. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Piper Dew guarded tightly by Downs. Shot clock winding down. She gets it over to Payne, and it's out of bounds, so they will have 4 on the shot clock. And so an 8-point lead for Bill Crothers. 9:24 remaining. Inbound successfully to Denny. Can't leave her open. You cannot leave her open. That is a triple. A great look off the inbound, especially with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. That is just porous defense. And now Southwest back into the zone. A 2-3 look defensively for Southwest. Suzokin guarding the ball. Piper Dew, they swing it. Near side into the corner. Alexander spins and fires, no good. Well off the mark. It's now a 5-point ball game. Suzokin. Emily Payne, 3, no good. Defensive rebound secured by Jagidi. Gets it over to Grizzle. Ariana Grizzle. Great feed. Aruda, no good on the mid-range jumper. Isaline Alexander fouled as she gets the offensive rebound, and that'll put her at the foul line. And so we'll have a substitution coming. Callie Wright checking back in for Chelsea Aruda. Isaline Alexander at the foul line, shooting a pair. Her first, no good. Alexander. Second on its way. Short. Rims out and rebound secured by Payne. Suzokin with it. Suzokin goes between the legs, now trying to find some room to operate. Kicks it to the corner. Attacking the middle of the lane, and a big rejection as Alexander swats it out of bounds. There'll be 10 on the shot clock for Southwest. And they will inbound along the far sideline. And looking to get it in, and it ends up in the hands of Suzokin. Denny's with it. She's got 2 triples here in the second half. Denny's kicks. 3. Morrow. Got it! Lauren Morrow. Big time triple. It's a 2-point ball game. Downs with it. Settling into this zone. Underneath. Pass too hot to handle. Right, nowhere to go. And they whistle a foul on Lauren Morrow. In the first half, Southwest struggled to convert on any of their 3-point opportunities. And as we see here, to start the fourth quarter, Lauren Morrow dialed in from deep. Hits a big triple, which reduces the deficit to 2. And a steal. Morrow comes up with it. Lauren Morrow. And she is fouled by Downs. Things unraveling quickly for Bill Crothers. And so Southwest inbounding along the far sideline. Turnover. A bad pass, but pressure and a steal. Denny's into the lane. She is fouled by Grizzle. And so that'll send Denny's to the line. Southwest's best shooter with an opportunity to tie the ball game if she can convert on both attempts. And she knocks in the first. And folks, if you're just joining us, this game was not nearly as close as the scoreboard indicates right now. At one point, Southwest trailing by double digits, able to fight their way back, and she misses the second, but Denny's underneath. Oh, she should have went up for the layup. Had an opportunity. You have to admire the hustle from Maggie Denny's, but passing up what looked like a sure opportunity at a layup. In the scoreboard, there has been some discrepancy, and now it is corrected. 52-51 the score. And so substitutions for both teams. And going with the zone press now. Southwest, I have to give credit to Coach Rob Angione. He's done a nice job of mixing up his looks defensively, different schemes. Todd, top of the key, 3 on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, Alexander, she is fouled. It's been a role reversal here in the second half. Bill Crothers struggling to muster much offense. Southwest having their way on that end of the floor. And they've been the aggressors here in the second half. Free throw, no good for Isaline Alexander. Alexander, she's had herself quite the night. Been very productive on both sides of the ball. Misses a crucial free throw. And we're just shy of 7 minutes remaining here in this ball game. The fourth quarter. Screen set by Sammy Martin, rolling to the basket. She's open. Hilton, little late on the pass. It skips out to Dawkins. Dawkins to Hilton. Drives baseline. Hilton pulls up, no good. Rebound, great hustle. Along the baseline from Haley Woods, able to deflect that. Substitution, Haley Barberi. She checks in for Keontae Downs. And so a full 24-second reset. It is Bill Crothers basketball. Ariana Grizzle gets it up ahead to Alexander. Now in the hands of Callie Wright. Back to Grizzle. Against this 2-3 zone, you got to get somebody at the foul line. 3 in the key. Isaline Alexander caught napping inside the paint. A turnover. Bill Crothers nursing a 1-point lead. Southwest, they've done a tremendous job, again, of changing up their look style. Good roll. Martin, that is a strong take from Sammy Martin. Timeout, Bill Crothers. And Southwest Academy has their first lead of the ball game. 53-52. Oh, baby, we have ourselves a finish. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak. We've traveled
area for improvement, and also making a prediction and recommendations in terms of where they can take their career and what directions they could be looking at. The opportunities are endless. If girls basketball players in Canada want to excel and want to make a career out of basketball, they have
Welcome back inside the Mattamy Athletic Center. Sammy Martin delivering a big bucket for Southwest Academy. And what's happening with Bill Crothers right now, you see them come up and blitz this pick and roll, and that's already happened a couple times. And finally, Southwest says, why not? Let's take advantage of that, dump it down to the rolling big, and it is Sammy Martin who gets the tough scoop shot to drop and give Southwest their first lead of the ball game. 53-52. What a turnaround it has been for Rob Angione and his squad. They lead by 1 with 6:30 remaining in this basketball game. Barberi driving, floater. Oh, tough shot! Haley Barberi high off the window. Looking for the roll and can't find Sammy Martin. So there's the adjustment defensively by Bill Crothers. Suzokin made a good read, but a excellent adjustment defensively by Bill Crothers during that last timeout. Lamaya Hilton with it, guarded tightly by Grizzle. 1 point lead for Crothers. Hilton, good feet underneath, threading the needle and finishing on the glass. It is Sammy Martin. Back and forth we go. Grizzle, 2-3 zone for Southwest. It's been effective here in the second half. Over to Todd. Somebody has to hit an outside shot for Bill Crothers. Todd bounces off the back iron. Alexander. Oh boy, has she been a handful on inside the paint. Another offensive rebound. And that'll be on the foul committed by Lamaya Hilton. Alexander, first free throw is short. Struggled at the line here tonight. She'll have another opportunity, another crack at it. The chance to tie the game. Second free throw on its way, no good, too strong. Rebound secured by Martin. Jagidi's getting set to check back in for Bill Crothers. Screen set. Suzikin, no good. Short on that one, a good look. She was wide open coming off the screen. Here's Grizzle with it, guarded tightly by Woods. Grizzle knifes her way into the lane, and she is fouled. So tough to guard, Ariana Grizzle. Very shifty in the open floor. And now here comes a trio of substitutions for Southwest. Jagidi will check back in for Crothers, and Isaline Alexander checking out. We assume to get a quick breather. And so Bill Crothers in the bonus. And that's a storyline to follow, folks. With 5:19 remaining, they will be shooting free throws from here on out. And this is certainly the young lady you'd like to have at the line, Ariana Grizzle. Her first, no good, too strong off the back iron. This is a big free throw. Missed consecutive free throws between Grizzle and Alexander. Her second on its way is good. And so a tie game, 55 apiece, with 5:19 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And you see inbounding along the baseline, Southwest Maggie Denny's. She gets it in to Suzokin. Natsuki Suzuki. Three. Oh! Got it, Laura Morrow! Back-to-back triples for Morrow here in the second half. And that puts Southwest back out in front by 3. Lauren Morrow, the senior guard, 5'8", coming up big for Southwest here in the second half. Callie Wright, too strong on the inside. Good finish. Suzokin. Dribble handoff, turnover. Chikiti up ahead to Grizzle, the senior point guard. Grizzle floater, yes, got it. And the lead for Bill Crothers. Timeout, Southwest. Oh my goodness. 4:42 remaining. Bill Crothers 59, Southwest 58. We'll be back to bring you the conclusion of this one here at the Mattamy Athletic Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national champion,
Canada Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
We're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We've talked extensively tonight about Ariana Grizzle. We've seen her do it all: pass, score, be a distributor, be a leader for this Bill Crothers team. But I want to take the excellent defensive play here by Abigail Jagidi. She did a terrific job of forcing the turnover, getting it up ahead, leading to that easy fast break opportunity for Ariana Grizzle. And as a result, it's Bill Crothers up by 1, and they will settle into a 2-3 zone. Our first look at this, and now they're trying to pressure the top of the zone, and it is a foul. Well, we know this Bill Crothers team likes to be aggressive, so it is certainly curious and a nice job. Jody Graham just wanted to give them a different look. They settle back into man-to-man. So a bit of a chess match here between the two coaches. Tiana Todd ends up with it off the turnover. Todd, with her left hand, does well to shield the ball from her defender. Jagidi over to Grizzle. Grizzle gets into the lane. Oh, Ariana Grizzle! Tell me she's not top 5 in the country. Oh my goodness, what a move and a finish. Back up ahead, the turnover. Jagidi gets it to Todd. Todd will slow it down, swings it near side to Grizzle. This is when your big players, your best players make big plays. I tell you what, she is going to be a handful this year. My goodness. Ariana Grizzle. Sideline out of bounds. They get it to the corner. Barberi, she's out of bounds. Or travel in the far corner. And so Southwest will inbound along the baseline. We are under 4 to play here in this first game of our 3-game set here tonight. The Shoot for a Cure basketball showcase. Suzikin to Morrow, extra pass, 3 on the way, too strong. Jagidi ends up with it, but she's trapped by a pair of defenders, and it is going to be a jump ball. Subs coming. Sammy Martin got in there along with Piper Dew. And so possession will stay with Southwest. Inbounding along the baseline. Gets it into Denny's. Oh, she had a good look at the rim there. 3 on the way. No good. Offensive rebound. Lays it up and in. Lauren Morrow. She has been absolutely outstanding here in the second half for Southwest. Has ignited this comeback. Downs, no good. Fighting for it underneath, and who else but Morrow? She comes away with it for Southwest. Suzikin. Over to Martin. Shot clock was reset accidentally, and so the officials will congregate. 61-60, 3:03 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Again, following this one, we have Kings Christian taking on Jay Addison. It will give us an opportunity to take a look at a couple of nationally ranked prospects in Midori Yomi and Letitia Amahir. But we still have much to settle here. Deflected by Alexander, pressured, trap, ball on the ground, and it is out of bounds, and it will be Southwest basketball with 1 on the shot clock. Certainly not a favorable position. They will inbound along their own baseline. And substitution coming. Shantavia Dawkins checks in for Piper Dew. 1 second on the shot clock. They get it in, and that will be a shot clock violation. So it'll be Bill Crothers basketball in the front court. Cheyenne Rowe checking in. Less than 3 minutes remaining here in this one. Grizzle triggers for Bill Crothers. Gets it over to Keontae Downs. She backs it back out behind the three-point line. Grizzle working her way inside. Kicks to Jagidi. 3 on the way. Got it! Off the glass! She banks it in from deep. Abby Jagidi. It is now a 64-60 Bill Crothers lead. Dawkins fouled on her way to the basket, and Jagidi tried to pull the curtain on that one. It did not work. She picks up the foul. Well, Abigail Jagidi, the 10th grader, not known for her shooting prowess, but right here gets a quality open look created by the penetration from Ariana Grizzle and capitalizes, knocking down the 3 off the window using the backboard. And that's what they teach you, don't they? Shoot off the backboard when you're a little kid. They tell you, aim for the square, aim for the square. Well, she hit the square and it went in. At the line, Shantavia Dawkins, her second attempt is good. 2 for 2 on that trip, and it is a 2-point game. So Bill Crothers in crunch time, going with Ariana Grizzle, Callie Wright, Isaline Alexander, and the youngster, Tiana Todd, along with Keontae Downs. Downs thought about it. Instead, takes a step inside. Offensive rebound and put back for Callie Wright. Dawkins, guarded by the freshman Tiana Todd. Dawkins swings it across. Oh, dangerous pass cross court over to Martin. Mid-range jumper. There's another one off the window. The bank is open here on a Friday night. 66-64. Pressure. Todd. Oh, nearly got away with the travel. Todd. And one! Tiana Todd. Freshman? Are you kidding me? Big time finish. And she will go to the foul line, looking to make it a 3-point play. What you're going to see here, Ariana Grizzle does a great job, draws both defenders, able to get it over to Todd, got away with what looked like might have been a carrier or travel, but finishes through contact, and indeed she is pumped up, and for good reason, as is her bench. And so 68-64, the score with 1:39 remaining. Clock stop as Todd steps to the foul line. Her free throw is good. 3 for 3 on the night from the foul line for Tiana Todd, and we have a timeout on the floor. A big bucket from the freshman, and it puts Bill Crothers up by 5. Don't go anywhere.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillips, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are.
Opportunity too. It's just a matter of putting the work in, putting the consistency in, putting the discipline in. So to have this project on my lap after everything that I've lived and that I've kind of been through with basketball, the timing is perfect. And again, the potential and the room for growth and the room for opportunity with girls basketball and with North Pole Hoops girls basketball, the potential is untapped.
Well, why not engage in some foreshadowing? We talk about Tiana Todd, the freshman. Our class of 2020 men's rankings are coming out and will be released on Sunday. And her brother, Taryn Todd, he might find himself on that list. And I would venture to guess he probably will be on that list as he now moves over to Findlay Prep after a successful 3 seasons with Vaughn Prep. And his younger sister, Tiana Todd, providing a massive spark here in the 4th quarter, coming up with a clutch and 1 basket just moments ago to put Bill Crothers up 69-64. We'll have Sammy Martin at the line for Southwest. It's been a tough day at the office for Sammy Martin, and she misses this free throw. She hasn't been as dominant as we've become accustomed to seeing her, going toe-to-toe with Isaline Alexander inside the paint. She hits that one, and she will check out in favor for Emily Payne. Southwest at one point, again to refresh your memory, trailing by double digits in this one. And they've found a way to slowly but surely trim that deficit and travel! Grizzle picks up her pivot foot. It is a turnover. Both teams in the penalty. 1:23 remaining. 4-point ball game. And indeed, Southwest has managed to erase a double-digit deficit and then, of course, take the lead. And now trail by 4. A valiant effort from this Southwest team. Pressure being applied and a foul. It'll be Grizzle. Grizzle Alexander will pick it up. So now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. And that'll put Suzokin at the line. Natsuki, Suzokin. An opportunity to get this back down to a 1-possession game. Misses the first. So this is a big free throw. A make, and this game becomes a 1-possession contest. Free throw, got it. Sub coming, Piper Dew will check back in. Suzokin will come out for defensive purposes. So now we'll see the tactical approach of each coach. Rob Angioni has done well to get his team back in this ball game, and Jody Graham trying to nurse what is a 3-point lead. Abigail Jagidi checks in. And Grizzle is fouled, and so that'll put her on the free throw line down at the other end. Bill Crothers, moving forward, will rely heavily, and we've seen it tonight, they're going to rely heavily on a lot of young players. You look at Tiana Todd, 9th grader. Abigail Jagidi, 10th grader. Isaline Alexander, also a 10th grader. And the lone senior on the court at the moment is Ariana Grizzle. And her free throw is good. Three-point game. 1:15 remaining. Grizzle, second attempt is no good off the back iron. Rebound secured by Martin. Bringing it up the floor, Maggie Denny's. And that's definitely a shooter you want on the floor. Morrow with it, looking back door. Oh, dangerous pass. Oh, it works out to perfection. Not sure they drew it up that way, but nonetheless, Maggie Denny's makes this a 1-point game. Callie Wright, charge! Offensive foul! And so, Southwest with possession of the basketball, trailing by 1. Less than a minute to go in this one. And Callie Wright, I believe she has fouled out. And so Jagidi will check back in. And you have, Southwest sets up in a line formation in their press break. And up ahead, Morrow looking underneath to Martin. Foul! Oh boy! Downs had her hand straight up. The officials thought otherwise. Martin will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first is good. Well, folks, talk about threading the needle. Doesn't get much closer than this. Backdoor feed to Maggie Denny's, and she gets the reverse layup to drop. And it is now a tie ball game. 70-70, under a minute to go. It's winning time, baby. Let's see who's going to pull this one out. Tiana Todd with it. Inside to Alexander. She's at the high post. Alexander puts it on the deck. Foul on her way to the basket. She'll go to the line. It's been a rough night for her at the foul line. She's going to need them here at the charity stripe. This is a crucial trip. Both teams in the penalty. 35 seconds remaining. Subs in for Southwest. Woods checking out. Piper Dew back in. Denny's, the shooter, also in for Dawkins. What a ball game to start things off here tonight and for the weekend as a whole, as Alexander hits the first. Alexander at the line, second attempt. Long. It's a 1-point game. Bill Crothers leads it. Suzokin, screen set by Martin. Rolling, Martin, laying to the rim. No good. Alexander, Jagidi, she is. And it's a traveling violation. Abigail Jagidi. Oh my goodness. Southwest will have the basketball with 20.8 seconds on the clock. Oh, that is a critical moment in this game. Southwest, Suzokin. 3 on the way. Bang! Denny's for 3. Timeout. Bill Crothers. Maggie Denny's. Are you kidding me? Oh, baby. It doesn't get much bigger than that. And you take a look again out of this inbound sequence. Lauren Morrow does a terrific job of keeping that ball in play, and then Denny's hits the deep triple, her fourth of the half. Fourth of the game, third of the half, excuse me. Unbelievable. We're going to stay with you here. 15.5 seconds remaining. Southwest, what a comeback. They are leading 73-71. Bill Crothers will have possession of the basketball, and they'll inbound in the front court following this timeout. And I'd venture to guess just one person who's probably going to touch this basketball, as it should be. It's got to be Ariana Grizzle. And Jody Graham drawing something up in the huddle with her team right now. Trying to reiterate, as I can overhear, we are okay. We are going to be okay. And certainly it looks pretty bleak now. They do have possession. It is a one-possession ball game, 73-71. But it's got to be a little disheartening for this Crothers team after leading by double digits in the opening half. And so it will be Keontae Downs inbounding along the far sideline, coming out of the timeout. Grizzle on the bottom of your screen, along near the low post area in the short corner. Downs will inbound. You see them shading. Grizzle into the lane. Downs. Oh my goodness, a foul. Oh boy. Well, could argue that was a questionable call, but it'll put Downs at the line nevertheless, and it will be an opportunity with 11 seconds to go if she can make both to tie this one up. Downs, first free throw attempt, no good, way off. She can't get discouraged now. You got to refocus, have a short memory. This is still a big free throw. 11 seconds. If she makes it, Bill Crothers will likely attempt to foul if they are unsuccessful in getting a turnover, and she does bank it in. And a timeout. So Southwest quick to call the timeout. They want to advance the ball. And at this point, you're trying to think now, if you're Southwest, we got to get the ball into the hands of our best free throw shooters. I would look for the likes of Maggie Denny's to be on the court. I'm also looking at Natsuki Suzokin to be on the court. Lauren Morrow, we've seen these young ladies hit threes, hit shots consistently, and none bigger than what Maggie Denny's did just moments ago here to give them a lead. It is a 1-point Southwest Academy advantage, 73-72. Both teams in their respective huddles trying to figure out what needs to be done for Southwest to preserve this victory, for Bill Crothers to either force a turnover or, of course, if it is inbounded successfully, they will need to foul and put Southwest at the free throw line. In the event, of course, that if Southwest does indeed make both of their free throws, Bill Crothers will still have an opportunity to draw something up and advance the ball, perhaps, and get a final opportunity, a crack at tying this game. And so both teams back on the floor. And for Southwest, Sammy Martin, Lauren Morrow, Haley Woods, Maggie Denny's the inbounder, and Natsuki Suzokin. Denny's with it, far side, gets it in, and they will have to foul. Oh my goodness! Travel! Oh! That is a big call! And Morrow, well, credit to Bill Crothers. Credit to Bill Crothers pressuring the basketball without fouling. Able, and there's no timeout here. Grizzle with it, 5 on the clock, 4. This is who you want with the shot. 3, 2, Grizzle into the lane, and a foul! It's a foul! Grizzle will go to the line with .8 remaining on the clock. Oh my goodness. Ariana Grizzle. Less than a second on the clock, and I would say in any other gym, we may have heard the buzzer, but since we are playing in an OUA facility, we have the decimals on the clock, and boy, did they ever matter now. First is good. We are tied. This one, folks, could very well be for the win. Grizzle, you can hear a pin drop. Free throw. Good! Southwest, .8 remaining. They will inbound. Ref has started his count. That is going to do it. Bill Crothers, a thriller. 74-73. They win it. Oh my. How about that to start things off here tonight for our 5th annual Shoot for a Cure basketball showcase. Oh baby. Ladies and gentlemen, let's digress. Take a deep breath. We'll be back in just a few minutes to bring you our second game of the evening between Kings Christian and Jay Addison.